F1 has just finished. We've just watched the Saudi Grand Prix, and if you watched that, that was an absolute bore fest. If I'm completely honest with you, at least in a track like this, you expect a couple safety cars to mix it up. We got a safety car early, comes out and finishes end on lap 8. Everyone goes on to hards, besides obviously your main contenders of Hamilton and Norris, who not really main contenders. They were just up there to mix it up a little bit. They waited until I think the laps 37 and 38 to switch on to softs and give it a go, and they didn't really have the pace to catch up. A few talking points of it all if you really look at it. Number one, Red Bull. They're gone. I can spoil the rest of the season for you, and you can hate me for it all you like, but guess what? They're probably going to win the rest of the races. If there's no technical fault, they're probably going to win the rest. They're probably going to be just as dominant. Verstappen's going to win the title, and I know you're going to hate me for spoiling it. It's a horrible thing to do, but they are going to dominate. They're going to continue. The only things we've got coming out of Red Bull that are really going to be exciting is what happens with the Christian Horner situation. Obviously, no Jos Verstappen. He wasn't there today. Obviously, it had been a kind of, they reckon there was a bit of a heated argument between him and Christian Horner and all that kind of stuff as well. But it kind of leaves a bit of a weird taste, because this season felt quite exciting. You hoped that a lot of teams could close the gap, because a few teams were floating. Obviously, you've got your Ferrari. They seem the closest. They definitely seem the ones in and about it as well. I thought Aston Martin would be better than what they are as well. I know obviously they finished 5th, looking at the kind of tables here as well, finished 5th. Obviously 35 seconds behind though. I think you're looking at the rest of them, no one really stands a chance. But it kind of is what it is. Point number 2, Mercedes are ridiculously disappointing. The car just isn't it. They just lack in everything. They're not the fastest, they're not the slowest, but they're not the fastest in the corners, not the fastest on the straights. They lack in every area, really. It's just a disappointing car. I think there was a lot of hopes throughout testing that they'd make a step. Obviously, thinking Hamilton isn't obviously going to be there anymore. You thought they would do something, but once again, they've kind of left it exactly the same. It's just a boring plain car, and you can kind of see why Hamilton's leaving. Ferrari are a lot closer, and I think it's a good idea and it's a good time to move and have a change and have a good go at trying to get that title. As he said, trying to get back the 8th title that was taken off him as well. And the point number 3, the fun one, the one that I really thingy, Ollie Behrman, I think he deserves a lot of respect to come in last minute, first race, and do what he did. Made it from 11th to 7th, held off Norris and Hamilton's charge at the end on softs, kept the pace, managed his tie as well. He was very composed. Obviously, he wasn't as quick as Leclerc, but you can't expect him to be instantly on that race there with no preparation. But he was there ready, and he did a very good showing, and I think all the respect in the world goes to him as well. But I think it's an interesting one. We're now looking at Australia. Hamilton has a chance, Verstappen has a chance to go 10 for 10. Obviously, only a select few drivers, I think Vettel, Schumacher and Verstappen, I think somebody else as well before, have had 9 wins in a row before, and Verstappen has done it again. He's on 9 and the chance to go for 10 in Australia. It's ridiculous. It's domination at its finest. You can respect it, but at the same time, it's killing the sport of F1 in a weird way, because the two teammates aren't even competitive. He was like 7 seconds ahead of his teammate. There was no competition. It wasn't like the 7 seconds ahead, oh, Perez, chill out and stop. It was just a clean 7 seconds ahead. So I think for that alone, it's kind of a weird, bittersweet feeling. The season feels kind of done. I kind of count the season starting from 3rd down. From 3rd down, you go, all right, who won the race? And I think that's it. But I think I want to know your opinions. I want you to comment down below. Do you think the season's done? Do you think anyone is going to make a charge this season? A few teams might start upgrading and closing the distance, but all in all, I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm unsure about it, but comment down below. Let me know. Do you think someone can change it? And if so, who do you think is going to do it? Also, who was your driver of the day? I have gone with Ollie Behrman. I think he does deserve the respect, with Hamilton coming in 2nd. Comment it down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next one.